Yo yo yo, new day, new day. Wow, what is this? I'm actually uploading one day like ahead of the other. Wow, it's like it's like wow, within a day I actually upload 2 videos like how I used to. Fuck shit. Anyway, yeah, so here we are. I did have time today. I don't have time anymore. That's a lie. I have all the time in the world. But I would much rather spend that time playing Monster Hunter right now. But little issue. Yeah, I died miserably to a Tobikidachi, which was apparently I guess it's just way too fucking over leveled for me because I mean I do like single digit, not even close to double digit damage with with a sword and shield. Which, I mean, sword and shield is not the biggest, like, it's more like chip damage instead of just, big bonk damage, which I'm used to with playing hammer on from Monster Hunter World. So it's very different. And also just, play styles are very different. You can't actually, it's just very different from what I've played, in the past here. Also just gotten off of Elden Ring. Trying desperately to remember if I could actually log on to targets in Monster Hunter World. I'm pretty sure I couldn't. But that's the thing that really irritates me, is that I can't log on to targets and I have to, like, I get so disorientated. Especially when, those fucking hyperactive monsters I gotta hunt, such as Tobikidachi. What? Wow, okay, well, look away for 1 second. The boss is dead, but I still lose. This is terrible. Anyway, let me just... I had a bit of a celebration run last night. And it was absolutely horrible. I just yapped about absolutely nothing for about like 7 minutes. So let me try to do that again, but more cohesively. That doesn't mean it's cohesive at all, but at least a little more would be much appreciated. And I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Not that the bar is pretty low. But anyway, I beat Malenia and I beat the game Elden Ring. The game Elden Ring. Yes, I beat Elden Ring before my number one op, my rival, and number one fan. He is a man of many titles, but first and foremost, op. So, yeah, I won. I won like a singular coin, which I think is really funny, and it is. But I won after what, 90 hours. And then I spent like a couple more, a little too much time I spent on Malenia afterwards. And then I tried to just, holy shit, I still have that cave. I just realized I got through I have a mental list of things I had to do after I actually finished the game. And apparently I just didn't do half of them. Mostly just, caves, towers, shrines. Is it called shrines? Those like towers that you can actually go into. You have to like solve a puzzle first. And I don't know, man. I couldn't be bothered because, I mean, there was another cool thing to explore right over there. So I just went with that instead. And then, main mission happened. So I'm going back to a lot of those places right now. Slash did go back to a lot of those places. By just... I don't know, man. I feel a little overpowered now. Especially now that I've beaten Malenia too. That's like... first of all, I am goated at this game. But also just, that's 3 to 4 extra levels right there. I can't actually remember. It's fucking crazy that the levels are like getting up there at like 180,000 runes each. Which in the start there were like, I don't know, 1,000 maybe, if even that. So that's pretty baller, that's pretty poggers. I think I could also do with a better weapon instead of just the fucking anchor. But I don't know, man, the anchor was cool. And that's all that counts. Fuck you, Gorb. Coolness is all that counts. Which is also why I had that fucking goofy arm mask. I can actually show. Can I show it? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, so it's my background. Is me fucking. Can I not show my background? Can I? What is this? What? This is a scam. Can I wait? Okay, fuck. Let me figure this out. Because it's a really cool. I might have just messed up the ratio. Sorry for that. I'm not gonna fix that. So it's basically like in the middle of Caelid. Is it called Caelid? No, not Caelid. Lindell. There was a. What? It's the exact same screen. Why can't I go? Huh? Fuck. Can I just find the fucking photo? Fuck, it's my background. I just have it on here. Yes, sir. Of course, it shows up on a different screen. There we go. That's how I look. Fuck, that's how I looked when I beat the game, and I absolutely love it. Because that helmet was just on a random street corner in the middle of Lindell. And it's actually pretty fucking good, like the stat wise. But that's not why I picked it up. I picked it up, saw it, and immediately thought, yeah, I'm gonna go all the way with this one. I don't care. I still really haven't found out if you can actually upgrade armor, huh? I don't know. I'm just assuming you can't, but I don't actually know. It might have something to do with like crafting upgrades to armor. I don't know. I don't know how any of it works. But yeah, basically, I just found it lying around and it looks awesome. So my guy Boris Johnson, this is now canonically how Boris Johnson looked in his youth. So yeah, I also found like, you know, basically you look at Dunk Defender here, right? Take his chest, and that is the fucking like chest plate I found, but it weighs so much. It was like 21 undefined units, which is way too much considering my, you know, carrying capacity is like a third of that, maybe a fourth at this point. I don't know. I've just begun like maxing out my carrying capacity, which I mean is pretty fucking stupid. But I mean, I just really fucking wanted that one chest plate because it makes me look fat, and I think that would be really funny. Or at least I think that's how. If it's just a normal chest plate for me, if I can just shrink it in, I'm gonna be heartbroken. But there is still a cave that I need to explore. I'm pretty sure. No, wait, there's not. I'm fucking idiot. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I might be fucking schizo because there's the one cave which I just said I might need to go back to, but no, I already found it. That's where I found the fucking the tier, the mimic tier. That's where it is. Also, the mimic tier is so fucking goated. I haven't heard a single thing about it before. You know, one of my roommates just said, "Yo, why don't you have a mimic tier?" And I don't know, it's such a niche fucking item that is in such a niche place. But I mean, it's so goated that it's actually it is the only single thing that I've looked up where it is. Because I mean, it's just it's a copy of myself. Why wouldn't I have that? To fight alongside me, and it's the only reason that I won against Malenia. I could say the Elden Beast too, and you know, Elden Beast and Radagon. Also, God, I just love Radagon's fucking lore. That Radagon and that other person that I can't remember the name of, they're just like, they are the same fucking person that you've heard so much lore about. Of course I can't remember it right now because I'm a fucking doo-doo brain. But, you know, that was a fucking shitty insult to myself. Holy shit. So, holy shit, somebody just knocked at my door and left. This is fucked up. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. The fight itself is also really cool, and just like the cutscene. That's something I didn't really, you know, I didn't talk about it, but I really appreciated just the cutscenes for every single boss for the, like, their second phase, or you know, if they had a second phase. Just the cutscenes in between. Like, for example, fucking, you know, when you fight against Godfrey, and he turns into, what's his name, Horalu? Horalu, is that how you pronounce it? When he turns back into his, you know, a caveman self, basically, he just takes the fucking, like, ghost lion and, you know, fucking slashes its neck. And just, I guess, absorbs its powers somehow during, you know, some, I don't know. He absorbs his power. Good game, good game. He absorbs his power and just smacks me over and over again. I don't know, he actually didn't, that's a lie. Godfrey specifically, he didn't take that much time to actually beat. No, that's a lie, that's a lie, he did. It was a Morgott. It's because they share the fucking same boss arena. Morgott was so easy. I might have been like, you know, 10 levels over leveled, but that's not that much. That's not like overwhelming. So I'm just saying that I am goated, and I will leave it at that, and we will not comment about that again. Fuck. So yeah, Godfrey was actually pretty fucking tough, because he just had a bunch of like fuck you moves. Shit. Especially when you were alone. That might be like the way hardest part. But I found out just, you know, staggering him at the perfect time is just awesome and goated and the way to go, because that's basically my build. It's just a stagger build, and then I can punish whenever it's stagger. How the fuck did I not take damage? I mean, I'm sure I'll take it. So the strat is, because second phase is just fucking harder, and that's actually the strategy I use for, you know, or try to use for every single like late game boss, was just to stagger them immediately in their second phase. Like when they got to their second phase, I hopefully would have played it so that they would just, you know, go down to one knee and beg for mercy immediately. That most of the time that didn't happen, but you know, it actually, that was how I beat Malenia, and that's how I beat Godfrey, and that is not how I beat the Elden Beast, but I got pretty damn close due to that. But I mean, the victory run was just, you know, I was goated. A lot of the time during these three final bosses were just, you know, the main factor was just having my tier, my summon alive for long enough into the second phase, which is so fucking crucial apparently. So I mean, I don't actually know how I feel about, you know, just being fed where it is. Also, holy shit, the Radahn fight was so fucking epic. I don't know if I've talked about it, but now I'm talking about it again. The Radahn fight was fucking epic. It was just, you know, in the middle of fucking first of all, I came there pretty fucking early. when I wasn't actually supposed to, and I was just supposed to just you know, the thing is, I was just supposed to get there after I beat Morgod. Yeah, after I beat Morgod. But I didn't. And I got there way later. Way later. I think I actually... I was at Godfrey. Like, second time. Godfrey. When I went up against Radahn. Because I just realized, yeah, I'm doing no fucking damage against Godfrey. Like, I basically didn't even get past his second stage. Or first stage, sorry. That's actually a lie. I did pretty fucking well in the first 2 or 3 Godfrey fights. I almost beat him, just like alone and with a couple of really bad, not evolved but upgraded wolf / puppet summons. Which, if you know anything about Elden Ring, that is not optimal whatsoever. But I almost beat him, and then I, you know, went back to being fucking trashed on. And then, you know, that was when my roommate came in and said, "Yo, how about you get a mimic tier?" And then I said, "What the fuck?" And then then I went down to General Radahn's place, where I could actually finally go into the festival. And yo, what's up? Can I heal? Thank you, please. So I could actually finally go to the Radahn festival, which, I mean, I expected it to be more like a festival and not just a big boss fight. But I appreciated the big boss fight. I think I would have appreciated it way more if I wasn't so over-leveled and almost beat him by myself on the first try. With the cutscene and all. That's like, I don't know, I don't really count the first try as anything because, you know, the cutscene kind of messes up, you know, everything. I don't know if it makes sense, but the cutscene just flows into the fight, and you're not really prepared at all for the fight. So it kind of takes you out of the game, and you know you have to get back into the game. I don't know. That might just be me coping, and you know, not really coping, but just saying like, yeah, I got Godfrey on the first try, not the second try. That is first time Godfrey, by the way. Hell no, I could get Godfrey like Horalu on the first try. Fuck no. Ain't no way. So yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't know. He just has... Godfrey has so many fucking shitty moves. Radagon has a couple shitty moves. And the Elder Beast definitely has a bunch of shitty moves. And then you get to Malenia, which is technically, you know, an after-game, like, post-game boss. But she also has a bunch of fuck you moves. Shit. That was embarrassing. What the fuck? Okay, they are out of order. They're not doing what I want them to. So, yeah, I don't know. Their moves are kinda goofy. I'm trying to remember Radagon's fuck you move, but it's pretty much just... It's not really one move, it's just that he moves around so fucking much. And he like... I'm trying to think of what Hollow Knight boss does this. But just like, he teleports all around the fucking place. And he always teleports like 1 foot away from you. And he deals damage when he, you know, teleports. Which is fucking stupid. So it's just like basically guaranteed damage for him, which I absolutely hate. But I mean, it is what it is. It's not like the end of the world, especially when you have your mimic tier that you can maybe he can target that one instead. But yeah, it's still kind of a big yucky. Also because, you know, the fucking Elden Beast, that's basically Radagon's second stage, right? If you don't have your summon at the Elden Beast fight, you're kind of fucked. Because the Elden Beast has, like, I think 3 different fuck you moves. And if you just, he can spam them and like place them after each other and, you know, shit like that. There were many times that he just did the combo of, I don't know the fucking name of the moves. I don't know if they have names, but he does like a laser. He flies up to the sky, right? He flies up to the sky and just makes an Elden Ring logo, like from the ground, I guess, which explodes if you're inside the circle. I don't know. I'm trying my best to describe it. Bear with me, okay? But that's fucking, that's irritating as fuck to avoid in the first place. If you don't know how to. I found out it's pretty easy to avoid if you don't dodge, you just run and jump. Because you can apparently just fucking jump over them, which I discovered by accident. But, you know, thing is, still, that's a fucking shitty move, especially if you're not prepared for it, and he can do it with like 3 circles, which just spawn out of nowhere. So, you know, if you're in the middle, you know, when they hit the middle, it explodes, which is pretty shitty in and of itself. But if you're running out, holy shit, I'm yapping. I am yapping. I'm just trying to explain. If you know the move, this is, you do not care. Anyway, that's a shit move. And then he combines it with, he just like fucking teleports down to the ground, so you have to figure out where the hell this guy disappeared to. And then he pulls out another move, which is also a fuck you move, which is basically just spawns a bunch of lasers that just follows you. Like, who did that too? Who did that too? I know another guy did it. I'm trying to remember who. That was a fucking fire giant. Fire giant did that too, with just a ball of fuck you that follows you around. That was also a ball of fuck you that follows me around. Holy shit, I lost to Galleon. This is a low point in my career. Anyway, I'm a couple days behind, so let me just go again, I guess. So, he basically just summons, it summons a, I don't fucking, just a ball of light that just follows me around and spawns a bunch of other small lights that also follow me around for like fucking 3 minutes. So if he does that first, and then the, you know, first fuck you move that I talked about, you're fucked. And if he also does, it's not really a fuck you move. It's pretty easy to avoid if you see it coming, but if you don't see it coming, it's a fuck you move, because it can two-shot you. The where he like coats his sword in light, I guess, like holy light, and then just, you know, slams you, and he can make like a sonic boom thingy, maybe. I don't know if that's accurate. But he makes slashes, like air slashes, with his sword that is so fucking fast and does so much damage, and God only knows what happens when you actually get hit by the sword itself and not just the sonic boom. I know, because it happened to me, which, yeah, take a while to guess. Yes, it one-shots. So, yeah, that's pretty rough, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's a pretty fucking shitty fight. And also the most irritating thing about it is just, you know, he has a bunch of HP, sure, but he moves around so fucking much. And you know, you don't have access to torrent your horse, so you have to run like fucking half a mile each time you want to attack him, and then just when you catch up to him, he just runs away again and does the exact same thing, and you know, it's just that over and over again. Which, I mean, I like the boss. I think he's fucking cool, but I don't like the boss fight, if that makes sense. Also, I don't really know what he is. I'm pretty sure, like, the way I see it is that the Elder Beast, the Elden Beast, he is the Earth Tree. And I don't know if that's accurate, but I guess the more I find out about Hollow Knight, Elden Ring lore, the more I know, the more I'll get back to that. I'll come out with an answer at some point. I don't know, man. So yeah, that's the Elden Beast. And then fucking Malenia. Holy shit, Malenia was traumatic. At least the first couple of times around. All because my fucking roommates were just sitting there watching every second and harassing me at every moment they had. Which, I mean, is kind of funny, but holy shit is it annoying at some points. And you know, I can't just tell them to like, haha, funny, go fucking, go away, fuck you. Which, I mean, I could probably say that, but you know, it wouldn't be funny, and you know, you gotta commit to the bit. So, under those conditions, I had to fight Malenia. Which is not fun with a fucking strength build. Can you fucking not? Holy shit, that was the most sassy thing you've done in so long. Fuck you, Gorb. So, essentially, she doesn't have that many fuck you attacks. She has one big one. Oh, she has two, sorry. The second one is only in the second phase, thank God. But that's why it's also important to, you know, have your Mimic tier alive. I thought about having my Mimic tier only, you know, active in the second phase, just like activating him in the second phase or like at the end of the first stage, so he has way more HP to, you know, deal damage with. And, you know, not really deal damage, but just like take aggro, which, I mean, is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because the thing with Malenia is she can, when she slashes you, she can just choose to take a bunch of your HP instead, or, you know, for herself, so she recovers, which, I mean, is pretty much the same thing. Like, I have fucking healing potions. But, you know, she's an Elden Ring boss. She shouldn't have healing potions. This is stupid. Yeah, I'm just coping at this point. But, I mean, she's a cool fucking boss. She's also, like, perfectly fast. Like, you can actually learn her shit and react to it and, you know, shit like that. But, thing is just still, she has that one fuck you move that is impossible to avoid. Oh, thunder. That's also a lie. It's not impossible to avoid whatsoever. I've avoided it multiple times. But the first time around, it's not. If you don't know what I'm talking about, she basically does like you know, slashes around herself. Just like I don't fucking know. Think of Neji from Naruto. She basically does that, but with a sword. It just, you know, the rotation thingamajig thingy. And she does that 3 times, all in different, like, like, you know, it's always constant, but they're not like the same time. They're not in the same timer, so the first one is very long, and you get hit by that no matter what. It's just a question of if you get hit once or twice. So then you get to the second one, which you can avoid, but is really fucking hard. And the third one, which I usually get hit by too, which is just, you know, fucking incredible, right? But it's basically the same thing, right? But she moves around so fucking much during these times too, so you don't really know where she's coming from, and you can only like, it only works if you dodge backwards. So you have to know where she's coming from, but because she moves around so much and so fast, you don't actually know. That was perfect. Awesome. Why? So that's a funny, but I don't know. I made it through, and I'm not going back. That's a lie. I'm probably going back. I need to do that like new game plus thingy, which I don't really know what is yet. I thought it was just like a new game, but no. There's apparently two types of new games in Elden Ring. One where you just start over, and one where you start over-ish, but with the gear you already had, and you know, the items you have stored, or you know, something. I don't know, something to that degree. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a while, not a while, but like at least a little bit before I attempt that. Because now I can finally go do some other games that have been just sitting in my backlog for a while. Oh shit, I should heal here. Can I make it? Yes, sir. I gotta do some other games in my backlog, which I've been looking forward to for quite a while. The first one being Monster Hunter Rise, which I have talked about a bit in the start of this. But, you know, I also got another little game called Baldur's Gate that I gotta finish too. Or maybe not finish, but, you know, at least... No, I'd like to finish it. I would like to. I don't know. I actually know how long a game it is, and I think I'm gonna play it way less than I played Elden Ring. But I think that, if I'm not wrong, it takes also about like a solid 70 hours or something to finish. Which I don't really know how to feel about, but I mean, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. But I gotta actually want to play it first, and I don't know. I really want to play Monster Hunter right now, so I'm gonna do that. Holy fuck, that was such an awkward loss. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this was an improvement from yesterday, but not a lot. So yeah, this was embarrassing. Still, we did get past Marmu, so I guess that's like the smallest of W's. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go back to playing Monster Hunter now. Hopefully, can beat that fucking Tobikadachi. Maybe I should just upgrade my gear. Yeah, that might be a good point. I'm gonna beat a Tobikadachi and then be right back. So yeah.